How about China? Nigeria exports a lot to China. Nigeria exports a lot to China. So the question is, what does Nigeria currently export to China? What does Nigeria currently export to China? First of all, let me check and give you an idea of the volume of export of Nigeria to China. Of course, you expect that Nigeria to China is about almost $320 million. That is still very small. That is still very small. In my opinion, that's very small. But you notice that majority of items of Nigeria to China are minerals. For example, welcome to another edition of Sharing Trade Info, particularly export on DBA TV. And thank you very much for stopping by. In this video, I'll be sharing what Nigeria exports, the countries they export to, and the volume of export to that country. And the idea is, number one, to give you information about the market you should look at for export, the product you should look at exporting to those markets, the product you should look at exporting to those markets, and the fact that you don't need to be the one producing those items. You can actually partner with those who are producing those items, and they produce for you. In some cases, they can even produce for you in your own brand. In some cases, they can even produce for you in your own brand. Last year, Nigeria export to Canada is actually about $24 million. So the question is, what does Nigeria export to Canada? You know, there are a lot of Nigerians in Canada. Number one, Nigeria produce braids. You know braids? They produce braids and export to Canada. Braids and export to Canada. Various foodstuffs export to Canada. Nigeria exports soya beans and soya beans meal to Canada. Nigeria exports sesame seed to Canada. Nigeria exports raw fermented cocoa beans to Canada. Nigeria exports whole sesame seed to Canada. Nigeria exports pet flakes, pet bottles, pet flakes to Canada. Pet bottles to Canada. Nigeria exports, I've talked about sesame seed and soya beans to Canada. Nigeria exports various foodstuffs from gari to kuli to pap to, just think of any Nigerian food item, including soft drinks, regular Nigerian soft drinks to Canada. Nigeria exports different soft drinks to Canada. Nigeria exports cashew kernel to Canada. Dry split ginger. Remember, the export is over about $25 million. Dry split ginger to Canada. Even though that's still small, look at Nigerian population of Canada. Nigeria exports dry split ginger to Canada. Malt drink and Maggi to Canada. Whole sesame seed, Nigeria exports to Canada. Sliced and dry ginger to Canada. Malt drinks, non-alcoholic drinks to Canada. Gari and melon, including expression air, frying pan, cooking pot. Is that no cooking pot in Canada? I don't understand. Pap, locust beans are exported by Nigerians to Canada. Cashew kernel, different kind of cashew kernel, and synthetic air. Nigeria exports synthetic air to Canada. Nigeria exports synthetic air to Canada. What does Nigeria export to Chile? Nigeria export to Chile is about $43 million. Nigeria export to Chile is about $43 million. What does Nigeria export to Chile? Urea is the major item of export of Nigeria to Chile. Urea is the major export of Nigeria to Chile. Urea is the major export of Nigeria to Chile. Then in addition to this, we have dark bronze tinted glasses. Dark bronze tinted glasses. We also have bronze clear glass, and tinted glasses. These are the items that Nigeria currently exports to Chile. How about China? Nigeria exports a lot to China. Nigeria exports a lot to China. So the question is, what does Nigeria currently export to China? What does Nigeria currently export to China? First of all, let me check and give you an idea of the volume of export of Nigeria to China. Of course, you expect that Nigeria to China is about almost $320 million. That is still very small. That is still very small. In my opinion, that's very small. But you notice that majority of items of Nigeria to China are minerals. For example, zircon sand, zinc ore, zinc ingot, zinc concentrate, wolfram mine, white sesame seed, titanium ore. What does Nigeria export to China? Tin ore. What does Nigeria export to China? Tantalite ore. What does Nigeria export to China? Mica, white mica. What does Nigeria export to China? Lead ore concentrate. What does Nigeria export to China? Mica, spotted mica, white mica. What does Nigeria export to China? Spodumene, Spodumene. It's called kunzite ore. What does Nigeria export to China? Soya lecithin, soya fatty acid, salted sesame seed, solid white mica. What does Nigeria export to China? Sheep skin, sheep cross leather, sesame seed, rough copper, roasted bean shell, quartz ore, raw cashew nut shell liquid, raw cashew nut in shell, remelted aluminum ingot. What does Nigeria export to China? Processed natural rubber, pure spotless mica, pure honey, plastic pellet, non-alloy steel, Nigeria sesame seed. Nigeria exports a lot of sesame seed to China. China is a major buyer of Nigerian sesame seed. Hibiscus flower, gum arabic. You know that China is a major processing zone for the world. Now China buy a lot of raw material from Nigeria. And as you can see in what we are currently looking at, sesame seed, a lot of sesame seed, a lot of ginger and cocoa. Rubber, TSR10 natural rubber. Then Muscovite mica, monazite ore, manganese ore, low-grade manganese ore. What does Nigeria export to China? I told you that Nigeria export to China is predominantly minerals. Lithium ore, lepidolite mica, low-grade manganese, low-grade fluoride ore, low-grade zircon sand. These are all Nigerian export to China. Lead ore, lump, lead ore mineral, lead ore concentrate, lead ingot, iron ore, illuminite ore, hibiscus flower, ruby ore, illuminite sand, hard white spotless mica, hard flat mica, gum arabic grade 3. What does Nigeria export to China? Ginger. What does Nigeria export to China? Granite blocks and granite slabs, granite stone. granite ore, granite slab, granite stone. What does Nigeria export to China? Are you thinking of export product ideas and the country to ship them? Product ideas and the country to export them. Product ideas and the country to export them. Fluoride, fluorspar, illuminate, dry hibiscus flower, dry split ginger, crushed cow bones, crushed cow bones, crushed plastic, crushed mica flake, crushed cow bones, crushed plastic pellet, crushed rubber crumb, cow horns, cow horns, cow bones, cow hair, cow horns, cow bone, cow hair, cosmetics, copper rod, copper ingot, copper ore, columbite sand, columbite ore, columbite sand, columbite ore, cocoa shell beans, cocoa seed, clean sesame seed, cassia tora. Do you know cassia tora? Cassia tora seed, cashew shell liquid, calcium fluoride, brown sesame seed, brass ingot, block of marbles, block mica, beryllium ore. What does Nigeria export to China? Anode copper, aluminum ore, aluminum ingot, aluminum alloy. What does Nigeria export to China? Solid mica flakes. Are you still thinking of product idea to export? I believe this particular conversation has been of immense benefit to you. Nigeria export to China is huge. Nigeria export a lot of items to China, and indeed, that should not be surprising because Nigeria is a major trading partner of China, $320 million. You can be a part of this export. Are you still thinking of what to export? Are you still thinking of country to export to? Are you looking at product idea? Now you know. Courtesy DBA TV, 3T Impress Trade Academy. Now you know the item you can export. In the next video, this video, like I said, is a long series. And I'll be talking about different countries that Nigeria export to. So this video is a long series, a very, very long series. And I'll be talking about different countries that Nigeria can export to. In this video, we have looked at a couple of countries that Nigeria can export to. Now, in the next video, our focus will move to Colombia. But before then, Nigeria also export to Taiwan and Hong Kong. I will take a stop by at Taiwan and Hong Kong. So in the next video, we'll look at what does Nigeria export to countries like Taiwan. What does Nigeria export to countries like Hong Kong? We will be looking at that in the next video. My name remains Dela Yemibo, and I'm your export doctor, and I'm signing out.